Yeah, I don't worry about it. Shit, I'm about to go to sleep on broadcast. You know, so I'm just.
Shit.
I was kind of sluggish. I was like you the other night. Said give 10 minutes and just watching the little girl there.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I'm trying to fuck you sleepy, man. You want to quit?
I told you I quit.
Yeah, man.
Bum ass Broncos.
You said it right. You said it so much. You got your boys. Oh, you got your boys.
We good.
Oh, shit. Nice. Going to watch.
Conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Lacey.
Just
a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route and take it to the house.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. It's hauled in by Jordy.
Oh, you got something like your hands on that trail.
On the play there, and they move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Right, you said it right. You know, he precise with his pass.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll be out up past the 45.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson.
I know you wish it was
fantastic year
out of
after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want. Yet he can also take the top off of the defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Oh, hell no.
What is he doing? He's going up.
Hell no.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here. They got one.
And don't think they were all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them.
You ain't going nowhere, man.
Yeah, I know.
To the challenge.
Loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
How about the defensive linemen? That's where a good run defense begins, with the guys up front. When they hold the line, hold the point of attack, that allows everyone else to get there and make tackles.
That's a good play. Good shit, man.
Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's blitz coming down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Off the fake to Booker and Simeon. He'll let this thing. They've got his man complete.
Damn.
Bullshit.
For the Broncos.
Hell no.
32 yards.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw on second is Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because...
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to...
That's can't do with that pressure. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
This flag fly.
Send that heat.
Get burnt, man. Don't get burnt, man. That nigga's toast back there, dog. You got so lucky in my mom, but in my son, she's just toasting, you know, right side. Switch your shit over, so. We just need a little bit more time. I didn't even look at it, but boy, Thomas, he was over too. You think he did something because he got the motherfucking legs.
Mm-hmm.
I got the point. It is your best thing. It's a lot more than best thing. If I would have got my ass whooped the last game like you, I would have been bad too. You're my best.
just an account for that.
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They got garbage ass quarterback too.
Yeah, I know that.
I just make them look good.
Shit, I know they should be going for a quarterback in the draft. Shit.
They should be trying to go for the Deshaun Watson.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
They should got that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Simeon already showed you not gonna have a good run. You know what I'm saying? Denver, right?
Mildly. That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a
Deshaun Watson is winning.
great place to run some of your best offense. Instead,
I don't know what he's gonna be.
Turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They start the drive on the ground with Lacey.
Yeah, really does.
6 up to the 27-yard line. Second down.
That's the day so back a little
That's
bit.
the
They
way
gotta
you want
get
to
a
start a
bench.
drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now you want to take a big shot over the top. You're all positioned to do so.
Hello.
On second down, Lacey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
First and 10. Here's Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook, 66 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's all I see. He might be back in the negative.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Here's Simeon now on second down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Rodgers to throw. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
He threw that bitch straight to him.
Inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up in an offset eye. Again, Anderson. And he stopped immediately there. And for HaHa Clinton-Dix, he had 80 of those tackles this past season, 5 interceptions. Got him to a Pro Bowl in his hometown of Orlando.
How about that? That's got to be an incredible thrill for HaHa Clinton-Dix to be able to come back to his hometown. He played at Dr. Phillips High in Orlando before going off to the University of Alabama and playing the Pro Bowl in front of all of his friends and family. And he's going to be a huge building block for Green Bay in 2017. Him at the safety position, Doc to get better at the corners, but of course Clay Matthews is still there too, terrorizing
Throwing on third down, Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Simeon. And caught right side Green. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 14 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Fresh set of downs here. On first down, it's Simeon. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, the bad news, the Denver Broncos didn't make the playoffs, but the good news for Demaryius Thomas, he was over 1,000 yards again as a receiver.
6th straight year he's done that, but yards per catch and touchdowns down a little bit. Yeah, any of that due to the change at quarterback?
Think about it. For him now, in the last 2 seasons, he's had to get used to 4 different quarterbacks throwing him the football. I think that yards per catch will go back up when he gets some consistency.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye.
Green, 39. Here we go.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And now he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Yeah, he did say, he called it, he said, I ain't about to run that.
Well, I was just about to run that quarterback sneak sick. I was about to get that man. From taking the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Yeah.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. the Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the two different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the second straight year, the Raiders are coming to town.
And Rodgers intercepted the third time. Picked off by the and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Broncos coming out now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Denver right after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run it again with Anderson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third down and 3, and they're definitely showing blitz here. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Here's Simeon, and that is incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Textbook defense. Nowhere to go for the runner. They get there. They make the tackle. Play over.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers to throw on second down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers finding time. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Yeah, Sanders now to return.
Oh, my God,
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Sanders, the former SMU product, had 79 catches last year, over 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. They're going to need more of him in Denver if they want to get back into the playoffs.
Part of a great tandem, he and Demaryius Thomas, and Demaryius plays out wide. He's one of those guys that you send him out there and let him work one-on-one and use his big body and his big frame to get open. Manuel Sanders, he has the ability to work inside as well. And he's not just quick, he's also fast, and he's dependable for a quarterback because a lot of the routes he runs are right in the sight line. Easy throws for a QB.
To throw on second is Simeon. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover. They're in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
I know. You ran right past. You tried to pick it up, but you ran right past.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Jacob Shum now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Sanders. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On second down, here's Simeon. He's got time in the pocket, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot, and now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Detroit! No.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. So third and inches, trying to pick it up.
This game, man, this ain't nothing but a defensive game.
And you know how we talk about
ain't shit going on offense.
Meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side. Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
I was going to take yeah. That's what makes sense.
Close. You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Rodgers.
What the fuck?
The collision there jarred the ball loose.
He caught it, but hell nah, man. He cheating on this shit. Nigga, EA cheating. I need to holler at them. I gotta holler at them right quick. It's in the game. Whoa. Oh, shit.
You know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for him.
Now Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
319! 319!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got time. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, 37 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
I ain't never said you did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. On first down, it's Siemian. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
That thing was out of bounds, dog.
It's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
I can't tell.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now let's go!
Siemian on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Simeon. It's time to Fowler. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
How in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To the air again, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jake Ryan, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the wind at his back here in the 4th quarter. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They begin the drive with Lacey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop it.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And complete, right side to Cook. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
Man.
I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Caught by Nelson left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Oh!
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah, nigga. 54 yards. Let's see if I can kick this motherfucker.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Fuck! I kicked that bitch through, but hey, it was like a punt. You gotta play a good D. That's all we gotta do.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On 1st down, it's Simeon. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Kenny Clark, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's got a man.
Oh, my nigga first ball for
what do you mean 32 yards.
They want me to run. He ran right to the running back. I said, man, what the fuck?
Time for a break.
Yeah,
We'll
you
come
got
back, see what transpires
you got
after this.
Oh, man. Why? I should take control of that nigga. That nigga went straight to the running back.
On 1st down, Simeon to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
We can't let this happen. Hell no.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Come on, let's go.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Back to throw. Oh, he lost the football.
Give me that
Rodgers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now trying out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
I know.
The lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. We've got a 3rd and 11. They come out here in the eye.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Now Rodgers. And Adams has it. Good play. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
You did.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.